at the head of all streets as a wild bull in the neck. Go ahead.
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
Yes, sir.
The rebuke of thy God.
Go ahead.
Therefore hear now this. Thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
He said, you hear this? They afflicted and drunken, not with wine. Because a lot of time people you see police officers, I'm just using police officers. You see police officers taking their brother down, like, what's wrong with him? He drunk? He ain't afflicted with that. He got the dread on him. He like, nobody can tell me what to do. No, you can't arrest me. And they don't be on anything. They don't know how to operate in the land. That's the boss over here. You do what he say, and they wild. This ain't nobody but us. Go ahead.
22. Thus saith thy Lord the God. Thus saith thy Lord the Lord.
Go ahead.
And thy God that pleadeth the cause of his people.
Yes, sir.
Behold, I have taken out thine hand the cups of trembling.
Yes, sir.
Even the dregs of the cup of my fury.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt no more drink it again.
He said, thou hast taken out the cup of trembling, even the dread of fury. What do you mean by that? We read in Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 7, he said, when Israel enemies came up in Israel's face, they were smitten and went 7 different ways. He taking that away from them. They don't care who you are. Back in the day when we was on top, they knew not to mess with us. And they were scared, but not today. They don't care who you are. They look at you like, yeah, you free game. You a prey, as the books talk about. Listen what it says right here, verse 23. Go ahead.
But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee.
These are them that afflict thee. These are the masters. I will put this in their hand. They're going to have the power. Go ahead.
Which have said to thy soul.
We said to your body. What else?
Bow down.
Uh-huh.
That we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. What
did they do with Freddie Gray when he out there sitting on little cigarette? Took him to the ground. Bow down. You do what we tell you to do. Or they'll shoot you down. They'll lay you to the ground. Why? Because our people don't know how to play by the rules of these slave masters. Slave master said, you can't sell a little cigarette, man. You can't do it. You can't be out here selling crack, coke, dope, and all this stuff right here. You can't do it. Then when they come and get you, you think they're doing you wrong. They ain't doing you wrong. These are the laws. We finished with that?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Isaiah chapter 29. It's not about a mistake or these people don't. It's a reason why these leaders in these churches or the presidents or whatever, they don't know. It's a reason why they don't know, won't teach who we are. Because God ain't revealed it to them. They're not studied under Israel. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 10. They don't know our history. They don't even know who the real Israelites are. They still sending money to Jerusalem, to the fake Jewish people. Verse 10, go ahead.
For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
Yes, sir.
And hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered.
He said the Lord had poured out deep sleep. He ain't talking about going to bed. They sleep in the brain. You know how some people can't catch on, he said, man, you sleep. That's what he's talking about. They sleep in the brain. Go ahead.
And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned.
Yes, sir.
Saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed.
He talking about the leaders who got this book. You take it to him and say, bro, who's the 12 tribes of Israel they talking about right here? He said, I don't know, man. We just Christians. We just Christians. We got to believe in Christ. But the Israelites got the oracles of God. You need to know them. He like, it's sealed to me, man. You know, they olive complexion. You know, they like the Kenny G Jesus and all that stuff right here. They don't know who the people are. He said, it's sealed to me, bro. I don't know. Go ahead.
12. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned.
It's the people that not learned, they don't understand. You got some preachers out there who preaching can't even read. They preaching. A lot of them back in the day when we was coming up, older guys in the back countries, they get up there and hoop and holler, hoop and holler. Then you bring this book and say, Pastor, what do they say right here? The book is sealed out there. He said, man, I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't even know the words. I can't read. I know some people that couldn't read. Go ahead, brother.
13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and they fear toward me, their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men.
They fear God because of the precept of man. They don't show you that catfish, swine, will give you a first plane ticket to hell. They don't show you that. But they put the fear like, yeah, you got to believe in God now, you're going to hell. Okay, I'm sitting up here believing, okay, I believe in God, I believe in God. The devil believes in God, and they tremble. Belief will not get you in solely. That's 50%. You got to have knowledge. That's what they tell us. Yeah, you're teaching the precept of fear. But we used to crack this book open to people like, man, I didn't know that. My pastor didn't teach me that. He didn't teach you how to deal around these slave masters. Go ahead, brother.
14. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people.
Yes, sir.
Even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish.
Yes, sir.
And the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid.
Ain't it perishing now? And our wise men, Obama ain't said it. You our wise man. King didn't say it. Malcolm X didn't say it. All they said that we the black man. Farrakhan saying a little bit of it, but he's still going back to the Muslim religion. He know who we are, but he can't just let go of the Muslim religion. He can't let it go. He knows who we are. And he got most of the black people listening to him. A lot of them, he got a great following. But we got to know how to operate amongst these slaves. These are our slave masters now. Go ahead.
15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord.
Yes, sir.
And their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the
He tells us the woe unto us that seek deep to hide their counsel. Meaning that these leaders, a lot of leaders have Israelites that came up to them and say, look, man, this is who we are. And they would not tell the people, they would hide it. You know why? Because Sunday is more important. That's where the money is. If I tell these people they got to come on the Saturday, I'm going to lose my congregation, Jeff. You got to tell them the truth. Tell your people how to walk amongst these slave masters right here. If you don't understand the law, you go out there, you're going to mess up and lose your whole salvation because of money. Go ahead.
Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Yes, sir.
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
This is what God said, the potter, which is us, can't tell him what to do. We the work. But we trying to tell people what thus says the Lord without reading and explaining this history of this black history or the Israelite history to people. You can't explain nothing about this Bible if you don't know who Israel is. You're going to jack it up. Because I know, because I jacked it up a lot of years. Thought I knew. Israel is very important. And we got to teach our people who we are so we can protect ourselves. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 17. Jeremiah 17. We're in our enemy land. But God will be a little sanctuary to us in our enemy land. He'll help us. Jeremiah 17:1. Go ahead, brother.
The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron
Mm-hmm.
and with the point of a diamond. It is engraven upon the table of their heart
Mm-hmm.
and upon the horns of your altars.
God said this law or this culture of this people, of their sin is written with iron. It ain't gonna change. Nothing about these people gonna change about what I say I'm gonna bless them or curse them. It's gonna be the same way every time. We gotta know how to deal. Go ahead.
Whilst their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees upon the high hills.
Yeah, what's that children remember? We don't remember. Mainly because our believers haven't taught us anything. Go ahead.
O my mountain in the field, I will give thy substance and all thy treasures to the spoil, and thy high places for sin, throughout all thy borders.
God gave everything we had over there in Israel. We had it all in Jerusalem. That was our land. He gave it to our enemies. Go ahead.
4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
He said you shall discontinue from the heritage. What's the heritage? Our culture. Our history. And we have discontinued from it as a nation. Majority of us. Go ahead.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
Serve who?
Thy enemies.
Those slave masters. Go ahead.
Thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
We didn't know nothing about no U.S. of A. We came here in what? Our nation of people came here in 1611 in Jamestown, Virginia. Off them slave ships. Didn't know how to speak none of this tongue, this language, English. And they thought we were dumb. No, we weren't dumb. We just didn't understand the tongue. Go ahead.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger,
Mm-hmm.
which shall burn forever.
God said, you have kindled a fire in me that gonna burn forever. Meaning that I'm gonna make sure I whoop y'all every minute I can. He angry, very angry. But he will help us in our enemies' land. Let me show you that. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 11. Learning how to deal in our slave master land. Learn the rules. You got his rules, you got God's rules. Don't let his rules overrule God's rules. It's a struggle sometimes. I know it is. Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 14. Go ahead, brother.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, thy brethren, even thy brethren, the men of thy kindred,
Yes, sir.
all the house of Israel, why?
He telling about Israel. Go ahead.
Are they unto whom the inhabitants of Jerusalem have said,
Yes, sir.
Get you far from the Lord, unto us is this land given in possession.
He said, get thee far from me. The Lord said, get away from me. How did he remove us? He brought them slave ships. He given our land to somebody else. Well, he ain't forgot about us in these lands that we scattered all over the world. He said, look, I will be to you a little sanctuary if you follow these laws. Go ahead.
Therefore say, Thus saith the Lord God, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries,
Yes, sir.
yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
We still gonna have a remnant. They're gonna keep this gospel going. God got a remnant of people. He said, therefore I have scattered them. I have cast them off from the heathen. The heathens are the nations. Nations. I have scattered them. He said, among their country, yet I will be a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. We're gonna have this a little sanctuary here. He said, I be to you, I help you. Go ahead.
17. Therefore say, Thus saith the Lord, I will even gather you from the people, and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered.
Yes, sir.
And I will give you the land of Israel.
Yes, sir. He talking about one set of people. He said, look, this land that we in, which I'm talking about us, we in the United States, this is the punishment, this is the jail. This is where we at. Because we got to obey these laws of the land, we obey them. Like I said, I don't like paying taxes on nothing. My food, my gas, my business, nothing like that. But Mr. Charlie said I got to pay it, so I'm going to pay it. I don't like paying all this stuff. I'm pretty sure y'all don't either, but these are the rules of the land. He said, look, I'm going to bring you back to the land. Nobody else. Marcus Garvey tried that. And God shut it down when these Gentiles came and shut all that down. And he had a bunch of support. Let's go to Romans chapter 12. But we got to make sure that we don't take it in our hands. You got a lot of camps, a lot of people rising up, protesting, taking vengeance in their hand. Nah. You play by the rules. The rules already been set. You come into the game, you follow the rules. Just like basketball, football, track, whatever it is. Everybody got rules. You can't come in there and say, well, I'm going to dribble all the way down the court. I ain't going to pass to nobody. Coach will say, all right, put him on the bench. Let me show you something. God wants us to make sure we deal like this. Because he does not want us to get our hands dirty with sin. Romans chapter 12, verse 19. Go ahead.
Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will repay, saith the Lord.
He said, don't give place to wrath. Vengeance is mine. Is somebody out there mistreating you? You know what I'm saying? They ain't put their hand on you, but they mistreating you. Hey, let God have it. If they did you wrong, let God have it. Don't you go out there and kill nobody, shoot nobody, or hurt somebody because you feel like you've been disrespected. We got too much of that going on right now. And our people are dying in the street. God said, vengeance is mine. I will repay. Let me do it. Go ahead.
20. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink.
Yes, sir.
For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
Because he gonna be, if your enemy needs something, help him. If he needs something to eat, help him. He gonna heap coals. He be like, man, be straight there like, dog, I just did this man wrong. He still helping me. I couldn't understand how some people would, in courtrooms, they would get their family member killed, and then the person that the father or the mother would go up to him and forgive him so fast. But this is what God's telling you right here. Forgive them, help them. He said, I got them. I'm going to take care of them. But don't you get your hand in dirty, because you go out there and kill them. They're going to do something to you or hurt them. They're going to do something to you. Go ahead.
Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
That's how you do it with good. God want us to keep our hands clean. He said, vengeance is mine. Let me show you something. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 24. Let me show you that he don't want us to get our hand messy. He got us. He got us. And you know we get be done wrong all the time. Well, the majority of the time, Israel is done wrong. We got to know how to operate in these lands of our slave master, because we're going to be done wrong a lot. A lot. But he said, if you operate within the law, he going to grant you peace with your enemies. He going to help you. But if you ain't operating this, you're going to have a hard road. Like I gave you the example. If I'm getting locked up for 5 years, I'm not finna sit up here and fight the guards, fight people, shank people, cut people. They're going to increase my time. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be the best prisoner ever, so I can get my time relieved, make my time smooth. And that's what we in this world, and scattered all over the world, Israel, we in prison to these slave masters. But we got to learn how to walk. If we don't know how to walk, it's going to be hard. And some of them living short lives. Short lives. Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 16. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Don't take vengeance in your hand. God got him. Go ahead.
For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. God tells us you're going to fall 7 times, but we're going to rise.
He said, but the wicked shall fall in mischief. What do you mean by that? Go ahead.
Rejoice not when thine enemies fall.
He said, don't rejoice when your enemy fall. Pay close attention to this. Why? Go ahead.
And let not thine heart be glad when he stumbled.
See, a lot of us be glad, like, look at me. Oh, man, God got him dead. And look what God does to them when you glad and rejoice, when I'm glad and rejoicing. Go ahead.
At least the Lord see it, and it displeases him, and he turneth away his wrath from him.
You see what God does? He said, since you celebrate, I know he did wrong, but since you celebrate, I'm going to make his sentence short. He's not going to go through that long. Because he's looking in our minds, he's looking at us saying that, oh, they happy because this man right here that lost his kid. Or this man right here that lost his family. Or this man right here lost his money. Some people be looking at your lifestyle, waiting for you to lose something so they can pick at you or laugh at you. And then next thing they know, God will bless you with so much more than what you had. They don't even understand why. This is the reason. Read that again, verse 17 again.
17 or 18.
17.
Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth. He telling us something to help us in our enemy land. Go ahead. Lest the Lord see it, and it displease him, he turn away his wrath from him.
That's why these people keep rising to the top. Because we try to get out there and protest in this land, shoot in this land. All this stuff, and take vengeance in our hand, and God giving them power and power and power. Go ahead, keep going. 19. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked. He said, don't be envious toward the wicked and what they got. We read in Psalm 71 what's going to happen to the wicked. Hell is with their destination. Don't be envious of anything what they got. Just obey the laws. Get in where you fit in at. Go ahead. For there shall be no reward to the wicked man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. What do you mean put out? Lake of fire and dying. Go ahead. 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. He said, fear the Lord and the king. Whatever the king tell you to do, do it. These are the kings of this land. Do it. And the Lord. But you got to know God's law, so you won't overstep his law and say, well, I'm going to do it. The president of the United States tell me to do, which is, I can marry a woman now. I can marry a dude now. Or a woman can marry a woman now. They're giving you rights to marry now. No, brother, sister, you can't do that. You got to go back to the law. And you know God said, he told a man and a woman to marry, not a man and a man. So that's when you got to know the law. And a lot of people think that's minor, but some people really don't even care. They go by the laws of the land. I get married now, it's legal. What you talking about? They're my wife, or they're my husband. You a woman, how you gonna have a wife? You a dude, how you gonna have a husband? No. There's a thin line between the two. Because the law of the land tell you to do that, don't do it. 22, go ahead. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both? Calamity means destruction will rise suddenly. A lot of people look at a lot of calamity in this world and they rise suddenly like Kobe Bryant. Calamity rise suddenly. I thought people were lying when he died. I was like, man, why he died? Like, God promised us 70 years. That man ain't but 41. Why he died so soon? Hey, then I found out he just got out of church. What time when he went to church? Sunday morning. Catholic church too. Yeah, Sunday morning. Go ahead, brother. 23. These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. No, you don't have respect in person because a lot of people respect you because of what you have, or the money that you have, or the title that you have. No, you respect right and wrong. You make sure they're doing right, and then if they're doing wrong, you correct them. That's how you respect, not the person because of what they have. Go ahead. He that saith unto the wicked, thou art righteous, him shall the people curse. Nations shall abhor him. Go ahead. But to them that rebuke him shall be delight, and a good blessing shall come upon them. See what God said? He said, but he that rebuke him, rebuke means correct. Tell him, no, that's wrong. Homosexuality is wrong. And God said, look, that's a blessing gonna come to you because you telling him my law. I'm just using that one instant for an example, but most people, they just keep their mouth closed. No, I ain't getting into it. Your hand's bloody. My hand's bloody if I don't tell them. And you're going to be judged for that because you had the information in your brain and you didn't tell them, and God know you got it. That's why be careful about hanging around people. You got a lot of correction to do. Go ahead. 26.
Every man shall kiss his lips that giveth a right answer.
All they said is, when you mean kiss the lip, like, they gonna be looking to hear a wise person say something. He wise, it's like, okay, let me see what he talking about. Let me bring this problem to him, because he's such a wise guy. Or the lady, she's wise. Go ahead.
27. Prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thy house.
God wants us to prepare our work. Since we over in our slave master land, we got to prepare our work. Like we just talked before 7 class about starting a business. Slave master said we got to have a business license. Okay, let me go get my $125 business license. He said I got to have this license to be for me, I got to have a license to be a barber. Okay, let me go pay this money for that license. I'm obeying everything he's saying, even though I already know how to cut. But for me to be the best I can be, I got to get in right standing with his laws. But you know what most of us do? Hey man, I'm just gonna cut out the house. I ain't giving nothing. And you stay right there in the house. You don't grow like that. Then until the people come over there and find out you operate a business, they shut you down. Now you old, you can't hardly think no more. You gotta go to school just to keep your clientele and get your money. People don't think about that. They waste all this time trying to hustle around the rules. Slave master got rules over here, man. And woman, they got rules. Build your house up with the preparation of the Lord first, which is law, and how to operate amongst your slave masters. Go ahead.
28. Be not a witness against thy neighbors without cause, and deceive not with thy lips.
Like I said, what is be not witness of a neighbor without a cause? Understand what your neighbor's doing sinful. If it's sinful, hey, that's your witness of sin. But if it's nothing, don't just be mad at the person just because you don't like the way they look. That's without a cause. Some people get mad at people. Why you mad at them? I don't know, I just something about them. Don't know nothing. Just have the time to be envious, jealous, that's all. Because they get more attention, that's all. Verse 29, go ahead.
Say not, I will do so to him as he hath done to me. I will render to the man according to his work.
Every man is going to get what he worked for. Or woman going to get what they work for. You just prepare yourself and do the right thing in your enemy's land. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 1. If you prepare your mind and know your position in your slave master land, you'll roll pretty smooth. But if you haven't, you're going to be like a roller coaster. You're going to let everything bother you. Proverbs chapter 16 and 1. Go ahead.
The preparations of the heart is man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. Because
a man or woman prepares stuff in their mind. But the answer is from God, which is the right way. A lot of stuff go on between these ears. I know this the war zone in my mind, for me, my mind, trying to keep it under control. But this is how I keep it under control, because God got the answers right here. Go ahead.
All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes.
Yes, sir.
But the Lord weighs the spirit.
All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes. If it feel good to that man, he'll do it. That's why you can't go off your feelings a lot of times. That's why I'm a big advocate of crucifying your affection and feeling. Because you can't make decisions on emotional stuff when you're emotional. You got to calm down. And we all got to work on that, including me. Go ahead.
3. Commit thy works unto the Lord.
Yes, sir.
And thy thoughts shall be established.
So if you commit your works to the Lord, you understand how to walk over here, He gonna make sure. He said, no, master gonna get mad by that. Don't do that. Why I can't do it? Because Caesar said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar now. Don't go without paying no taxes. He tell you messed up, you gotta pay him. Go ahead.
For the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Yes, sir. God control the wicked. Go ahead.
Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord.
So we can't be proud. That pride Can't nobody tell us nothing. We're gonna do whatever we wanna do. Just forget what everybody else's feelings are. Oh, you gotta make sure you do it right. We all gotta work on that. Go ahead.
Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
If your hand joined with somebody evil, you ain't gonna go unpunished. You going in with somebody, you better make sure you go in with the right person or the right partner. Don't join hands with people. What the Bible say? Don't be unequally yoked. They ain't just talking about married folk.